race fans. I'm commentator Sandy Pondwater, coming to you from Frederick, Maryland, where Sail Wars presents the R2 DF65 Championships. Here are the sailors competing for the title. Number 463, Albert Chittard. Number 630, Winston Crowley. Number 78, Alan Chrissinger. Number 965, Chris Carpenter. Number 65, Mike Campbell. Number 93, Kyle Russell. Number 46, Mari Spina. Number 777, Bart Sailing Mahi. And number 353, Rob Dutton. The sailors have completed their skippers meeting, so let's go racing! After race 10 of 12, here are the current standings. Bart still is in first place with 17 points. Mike, Mr. International, is in second place with 27 points. The Commodore Rob is in third with 32 points. Kyle, the Viking, is in fourth with 33 points. Chris, the Pirate, is in fifth with 43. Albert, the new kid on the block, is in sixth with 46 points. Alan, the Giant, is in seventh with 53 points. And the other two boats are retired. So our current odds right now are Bart is the favorite at 2-1. Mike is second at 3-1. Rob is 4-1. Albert is holding fast at 5-1, as is Chris and Kyle. Alan is the long shot at 8-1, and Mari and Winston have scratched. So if Mike's gonna make a move to try to dethrone Bart as the champion of the region, he's going to have to do it this race, and because he currently is behind, right? And the most he can make up now is, I believe, 6 points per race. So he better make a move soon, and that goes for the others too if they want to move up in spots. So Albert, the new kid on the block, he has been falling recently, but he has done well in this regatta. So let's listen to the start of this race and see how aggressive Albert's going to be.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
463 over.
Oh, and Albert's too aggressive.
You gotta go around. No dip starts. Around the buoy.
Let's watch that again.
9, 8, 7.
You can see he's easing up to that line. Now remember, the line is the two parts that are sticking up in the air, not the round parts at the bottom. He's getting very close. He doesn't veer off enough, and he does go over.
463 over.
Oh.
Go back.
And Alan and Bart did a great job jumping
around
across that line just at the right time.
Around the buoy.
And as race number 11 gets underway, the first of 2 laps, Bart jumps out to an early lead. He's saying, "This is my regatta. This is my championship. I'm going to put a fork in it," or at least that's what it appears to be, as he jumps way out in front right off the bat, followed by number 78, Alan the Giant. Alan Chrissinger, this has got to be the best start he's had to any race. He's followed by number 93, Kyle the Viking, and then Mr. International, Mike Campbell, number 65, is in 4th place. And there's Mahi up at the front, that boat number 777, grinning his way towards that first mark. Now the course in this race consists of 2 laps. They will race upwind around 2 offset marks before heading downwind through a gate. A gate is 2 marks set up. The sailors go in between them and decide which way they're going to go out and around, so there's some strategy involved right there. Before heading back up to the start-finish line, they do this twice to complete the race. And look at that, we had a close one right there between Kyle and Alan. Kyle was on port, Alan was on starboard, but there's no harm, no foul, no contact. It was just close. As we see Mr. International making his way around mark number 1 in second place. Followed by Alan, now has dropped to third place. There's that beautiful fountain here in Frederick, Maryland, home of the Northern Maryland Model Yacht Club. And there's Mahi in first place. If you would do us a favor, please take your time and make sure you subscribe and like this video. We're trying to introduce new people to this sport. The only way we can do that is to beat the YouTube algorithm so that they actually recommend this video to people that don't know anything about RC sailing. The way you can help us is liking, subscribing, and of course sharing this with your friends and neighbors. That will get it out to the new people and grow this sport. Sail Wars is all made up of volunteers. As we look towards the middle of the fleet right there, we saw Rob and Alan, and Kyle has distanced himself from them. In second place, we see Mr. International, number 65, in that bright yellow boat, trying to chase down Bart, but Bart is saying "C'est la vie," "C'est la vie." Yeah, I believe that's how you say it. He's taken off and he has left them behind. How far is he up there? What is that, about 45 boat lengths? Mahi is just playing around, posing for photographers down that end. I hear the crowd going wild as he goes down. And he takes that inside mark at the gate. And look at that. What artsmanship right there. Beautiful boat. Look at that. And that's what you want to see. Did you notice how his jib started fluttering before the main? That's how you want to tune your sails. As we see Mr. International, number 65, come around there, and he's followed by Kyle, number 93. Now back to Mahi having that big lead. Now Bart's been known to squander big leads because he starts dancing around and kissing the crowd and stuff. So let's see if the wheels are going to fall off the wagon in this race and he's going to allow everybody to catch up. We know Mahi hates to be alone up there in the front, so who knows? He'll probably do some donuts or circles or extra penalty turns. You never know. But so far, so good for them. Mahi's way out front still. And here comes Mr. International, Mike Campbell, number 65, is trying to reel him in, and he has. He's only about 11 boat lengths behind, and he's actually a little bit closer to that mark. As we see, Kyle is almost retracing Mahi's steps right up that lake. So let's see if that works out for him. As we catch up with Mike, he has to go ahead and tack as he gets close to shore. And we see there's Mahi. He's coming all the way across. That up there behind him is mark number 2. So he has to come all the way over to the right to go around mark number 1. This is the second lap. So this will be the last time they go around those marks as we catch up to the Commodore, Rob Dutton right there, number 53. And there's the giant, number 78, Alan Persinger. As they make their way, look at that, Mahi's kind of floundering. I don't know what he's doing up there, posing for photographers or something. Oh, he's on the side. He's giving his controller to a little kid. He's helping him, teaching him how to sail, I believe. But he better get that controls back real quickly because here comes Kyle. Kyle has pulled into second place. And Mike Campbell has fallen to third place. As the wind has died down up at this end of the lake, it was quite nice, but you know how it comes in puffs. And this championship has really tested the skipper's sailing skills because, well, that's a tongue twister, because it's been all types of wind. It's been very strong at times, but it's been almost non-existent in parts of races. And that's what we like to see up here in the championship series. We want to see diverse sailing conditions to really see which skipper can come out on top. And we can see Mr. International right there in that yellow boat. He's having a rough time trying to make it, as Kyle, number 93, he's moving his boat quite nicely towards that mark. Mr. International decides he's gonna try to take a different route. And look at that, Rob Dutton finally gets his boat moving as all three of them start moving. So the wind definitely started to come from this direction. Let's catch up with Mahi and see if he has totally lost the wind, and maybe it's coming from this direction and will allow the fleet to catch back up. Because we like to see a close race. We don't like it when Mahi gets way out in front and just takes off. So these three are moving very quickly. What a beautiful sight right there, as those boats are just really moving now. The beautiful little DF65s. And there we see Kyle make his way around that second mark. And yes, look at this. Mahi has actually weighted up. He pulled his sails in, and now he decides to get back moving again because, like I said, Bart and Mahi, they like to be around other boats and they like to make it a competition. So you see, but Mahi, strangely enough, did take a whole different tack than the other three boats. They went out on a port tack. Mahi originally came back on a starboard tack, which gives him an advantage going down to that gate. He'll be better lined up for them, as we see Alan and then Chris the pirate come around that number 2 mark. And Albert is nowhere to be found in this race. He's in this race, but he is not anywhere up in the first or second group. So I don't know what happened to the new kid on the block, but he's definitely having problems in this race. We'll see if we see him at any time on camera. Mahi's still in first place, but he's let the other boats get back into the picture at least. Kyle is pulling up. I think Kyle is like even with Mahi at this point. He may have just taken the lead from Mahi. And he's followed by Mr. International, Mike Campbell. And here comes the Commodore, number 53. Beautiful shot of his boat, and there's the pirate Chris Carpenter and the giant Alan, number 78. Still no sign of the new kid on the block, Albert. And Mahi now takes first place back again from Kyle. He's having none of this. He said, "This is my championship to win. I heard I get an extra minute at the end of this regatta if I win, so I'm going to go ahead and open these sails up and say goodbye to you guys." But the others are having no part of that, as Kyle the Viking and Mr. International Mike. And now look at Chris the pirate is coming up fast. Chris has got a great puff of wind from the back. He's coming up. He's the fastest boat right now, as we see Mr. International also gets that same puff. Now look at this. All 4 of these boats are within 2.5 boat lengths for first place. And look at this. Now we see Rob the Commodore Dutton gets into the picture. And another boat right there is that Alan. Alan, Chris Singer, now pulls up front the giant. Look at this. We have a 4-way race for first place in race number 11 of the championship. And Mr. International is now catching up too. We're going to have 6 boats within 2 boat lengths of the lead in race number 11. Incredible. I don't know if I've ever seen this close of a race. And look at this. Kyle decides, and he hits the mark. Kyle bumps into the mark, but the marks are not considered hot in this series, except for the start-finish line. And Bart and Kyle went to the outside mark. Very unusual. And I think that Mr. International gains the lead because of that. And it's very close. I think Kyle's got the lead right now. And it's Mr. International in second place and Mahi in third place. But Mr. International goes on the starboard tack. He's still beating Mahi. Mahi's fluttering a little bit. And Kyle goes way out. He loses the wind out there as it's Mr. International coming to the line. There we catch up to the line. That is the finish line, folks. After 2 laps, it's coming down to this. It's anybody's race. Mr. International was in first place. Mahi's in second place. Kyle's in third. And they're coming to line. And look at that. Mahi barely gets back the lead. He's 1 boat length in the lead. Now 1.5 boat lengths. looks like Mr. International has faltered. The rest of the fleet, their win has fallen off too, as we see Chris Carpenter is in 3rd place. Kyle's on the outside in 4th place. Rob Dutton in 5th and Alan in 6th. Mahi's creeping to the line. I hear Bart's dangling a minnow out there in front of him saying, come on, you can do it, Mahi, as he comes to the line. He's only about 5 boat lengths from the line. Mr. International is about a boat length and a half behind him in 2nd place. Mahi gets a little bit of the win. He's heading towards the finish line. Can he win race number 11 and solidify the championship? Because I don't think the others can catch him. And he's coming in line. The fireworks go off in number 777. Bart wins race number 11. Congratulations, Mahi. I think that cements the championship for a 2nd year in a row for you. Oh, look at this. Chris comes out of nowhere. Chris the Pirate. He's going towards the finish line. He says, I want 2nd place as number 965. Chris takes 2nd place. Now it's a real close race for 3rd place between Kyle and Rob. Who's going to get it so close? In number 93, Kyle takes 3rd place. Rob will settle for 4th place. And here comes Alan, the Giant, who takes 5th place. What happened to Mr. International? Mike Campbell was sitting there in the lead, not 25 feet from the finish line, and he totally lost the win and was never able to regain some momentum. And he's just now coming in line. He let all 5 of those boats get back in a lead as Mike ends up taking 6th. Albert, who we just seen off screen, takes 7th. Now congratulations to our top 3. 1st place, number 777, Bart. 2nd place, number 965, Chris. And 3rd place, number 93, Kyle. Let's look at our current standings. Remember, we have 1 throwout. Bart is easily in the lead and has won his championship with only 1 race to go. He has 18 points. He can't be caught. Mike is currently in 2nd place. Kyle is in 3rd place as he moves up and has the tiebreaker over Rob, who sits with the same points, 36 in 4th place. Chris has 45 points. Albert has 53 points. Alan has 58 points. Mari has 66, and Winston has 90 points. So it's a big race for 2nd place. We all are volunteers, and the way you can thank us is by subscribing, and thank you very much for watching our videos, and especially when you like them. If you're a club webmaster, we beg you to put the Sail Wars homepage, copy and paste the link, put it on your club's website, let your members know so they can become partners with us in our site of Sail Wars. When you get to our homepage, you'll see something that looks similar to this. It has all the playlists, all the videos. You can click on them. You can even subscribe here on the homepage. It's real easy, totally free. And of course, check out the Best of Sail Wars. This is where we put our favorite videos. You can look up boats, different types of boats, different types of races, how-to videos, everything like that we have on the Sail Wars homepage. So make sure you check it out. And make sure you join a great club near you like the Northern Maryland Model Yacht Club. Look them up on the internet. And of course, we love the AMYA. So, this is Sandy Pondwater. I'm staying here at the races, so I'll see you at the next race. Thanks a lot for watching.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
463 over.
Oh.
Go back around. You gotta go around. No dip starts. Around the buoy.